Hey guys, welcome to Manifesting Better. I'm back with another video and another topic that needs to be addressed. I also have an Instagram account. The link for that is in the description box below. Coaching is also available. The link for that too is in the description box below. How does meditation help in manifesting what I want? So every day I post something or the other on my Instagram account, and I even do regular Q&As there. So if you want to ask me a question or want to be a part of that, you can follow it. I have my account linked in the description below. But in there, I made a post around 3 weeks back where I talked about some things that have helped me in my manifestation journey and how meditation was one of them. And I got, I think, a lot of comments from people asking me to make a video about it. So I thought that I will explain it in a video. So here it goes. Firstly, meditation is something that is a very wide topic. This is, of course, not needed to manifest what you want. This is, of course, something like I talked about in my last video, non-reactance. So this is not needed to manifest what you want, but it has immense benefits, not just on your life, like not just on your manifestations, but in your life too. And not everything has to be something that helps you in manifestation for you to do it. Sometimes it helps you manifest a better life other than just that one specific desire, which is also something that you should be doing because you also want to improve the overall life that you are living, not just one particular manifestation. But it helps in manifesting specific things too, and I will explain everything. So what does meditation mean? Firstly, meditation is going to be something different from people to people. So for someone, meditation can mean doing an activity. So for athletes, meditation means playing a sport. For someone who loves going to the gym, for them, going to the gym means meditation. For someone, they listen to songs and they get into that zone. But traditionally, when we talk about meditation, and here too, when I'm going to be discussing it, I'm going to be discussing it the traditional way where we sit down and we close our eyes and we observe our thoughts. Now, even with that, there are going to be different types of meditations, and you can try any one of them. It's not about which one you try, it's about that you try to include that in your routine and handle it with consistency. So some people prefer guided meditations. I'm also thinking of making a guided meditation. If you would want one in my voice, then comment down below. So I'm either going to be making a guided meditation, and people do that. So a lot of people try guided meditations in there. You just have to close your eyes, you have to put your earphones on, and the other person starts to take you into a journey from where you can lead to a particular place. Or it can be meditation where you just put on music and you just sit and you listen to that slight music. It doesn't actually have lyrics, it's just that there are tunes that are very calming, and like the tunes from nature or the tunes of a river or the ocean or the sea, something like that, or water hitting the waves, like the waves hitting the mountains or something like that. Or some people use the voices of birds chirping or rain happening, things like that. I personally am someone who likes the third way, which is to just sit with my own thoughts alone, where I close my eyes and I sit with my thoughts alone. And I will explain that as we go down on how you can do that. Now, how does it help you while you are manifesting what you want? First, it creates an aura within you where you are able to calm down your nervous system very quickly, which means you are going to be less prone to reacting to certain things that you used to react to before. So you will probably not react to small things that happen with you. You will probably not be so attached to the old story. You will probably be able to handle your emotions better. You will be able to deal with your feelings better. So things will come in a particular manner with you, and you will be able to deal with all this in a proper way in a long-term perspective. So it's not that you will start to meditate today and tomorrow all these things will get better. It takes time to build up the habit of meditation and to see its effects. Once you start seeing its effects, then you will not leave it because you will get addicted to it. Meditation can be very addictive. Now, a very important thing to understand is to not compare any meditation experience, because this is not a linear path. It's not that one day you will have a good session of meditation and the next day it will just be better and better and better. The probability is that one day you will feel good, the other day there will be intrusive thoughts and you won't be able to focus, then the other day there will be you will feel even worse, and then it will just be instantly better, and then you will feel neutral. It can be different things. Consider each meditation experience as a new try type of recipe that you're trying. You cannot compare one recipe to the other. Yes, one can be tastier and the other one cannot be so tasty, and that's fine. But it isn't the same thing. It's just like you can like one person than the other, but that doesn't mean that that's a fair comparison. So you can have preferences, but it's not that it will be the same, because it is not supposed to be the same. You go through so many things and so many events on a daily basis. Every day you wake up, you have certain set of emotions. Maybe you had a bad dream, maybe you had a good dream, maybe you slept well, maybe you didn't sleep well. All that actually contributes in meditation and how and what kind of experience you will have. The next thing is to start very small, which means you don't have to meditate an hour every day. When I started with 5 minutes a day, because 5 minutes is something that I asked myself, that what if I have a very busy day? Would I be able to meditate 5 minutes a day? My answer was yes. And that is what I made my point. I started 5 minutes a day and I started doing it every morning as soon as I wake up. I made it a non-negotiable. Even before actually brushing my teeth, I meditate first. The first thing I do is I wake up, I have some water and I meditate. That's how my day starts. So start very small, start to keep the experience very light, and try to just observe in the first part on how much you can do comfortably. Now, it's very important that once you fix the time, that you stick with it. So if you have fixed the time for 5 minutes, then make sure that you stick to those 5 minutes. Then make sure that in those 5 minutes, you're not skipping that. Even if in that moment you might feel like I just cannot do it anymore, it's just getting heavy, the emotions are getting heavy. Coming to the next part on how to actually meditate, what to do. First, this is a very common myth that people believe, that you have to actually control your thoughts. When meditation is not about controlling your thoughts, meditation is about observing your thoughts. It's about observing the kind of thoughts that are going in your mind, observing that those thoughts are there and letting them randomly run around. That's all. You don't have to necessarily attach to one thought. You don't have to make one thought as true. You don't have to make one thought as a possibility. It's just that they are there and they are there roaming. It's just like you're sitting in a park and your thoughts are people walking around you. You don't have to talk to each and every one. You can just let them roam around and you can sit there and observe it. Now, how I meditate and how I would tell you to. Set a timer for 5 to 6 minutes, whichever time that you are starting. Take a few deep breaths and just sit. Like, I would prefer sitting down while doing it, and just observe your thoughts. Once you observe your thoughts, you will see that there are two kinds of mind, like I would say two characters in you. One is the person who is having these thoughts, who is playing a role in these thoughts. And the other is the person who will be looking at you having these thoughts. That is the observer. Your true identity, your true essence is the essence of the observer. It's not the person that is having the thoughts, it's the person that is observing them. From there, you can observe these thoughts. You can see these thoughts and you can let these thoughts wander around. You can see how they are just there, roaming around, having their own set of emotions, having their own set of feelings, which is just stories that are going on which you don't have to connect with. And you can just let them float around and just see that. Sometimes you will have tightness in your body along with it, because some emotions are going to come up that are not going to be easy for you to deal with. And it's okay. If these emotions are coming, let these emotions sit there. Just observe these emotions. Don't run away from them. Understand that sometimes your body and your mind can be in two different places, and that's fine. You don't have to fight off anything. You don't have to try to change anything. You just have to sit there and observe. And as soon as the time gets up, take a few deep breaths and stand up and just move forward with your day. You will see that this will be very helpful because you would be able to use this in multiple areas of your life. I personally, even the affirmations that I do, I meditate on them. So I don't affirm a lot. I sit down, I close my eyes and I say these affirmations slowly in my mind. I let these affirmations flow through my body. I feel the feeling of how it feels if I would have gotten what I wanted. I feel the feeling of how it feels if I would have received the results that I wanted. How is my body reacting to it? How am I feeling in my stomach? How am I feeling in my thighs? How am I feeling in my chest? Where is the feeling coming from? How can I provide that feeling to myself right now without actually my manifestation being here? How can I generate that feeling from within myself? I know these things right now seem a little bit advanced, but they're not. Once you start meditating regularly, you can slowly start increasing it and it will become a great habit. I think I have been meditating for the past 5 years without fail even one day. So that's something that I am very proud of, because this is something I thought I could never do. So I really want to see how your experience is. Comment down your experiences below and I will see you guys in the next video. Click the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe and turn the notifications on for more such content. Comment down your video suggestions and I will see you guys in the next one.